Masa Madre makes New York City's most unforgettable concha, the New York Times. Welcome to the podcast. Today we're talking about the very first episode of a brand new video series called A Little Treat with Nikita Richardson, and the treat in question comes from Masa Madre, an artisanal Mexican bakery that sits in the Sunnyside neighborhood of Queens. Nikita Richardson, who edits the Where to Eat newsletter for the Times, explains that the whole idea started with a simple set of rules. The treat must not require a reservation, it must cost $20 or less, and whether it's a drink or a bite, hot or cold, it has to spark joy. The food team scoured the city and came up with 46 little treats, though they could easily have doubled or tripled that list because New York is absolutely teeming with options. Now they've turned those discoveries into a show, and the inaugural stop is Masa Madre. At the bakery, Chef Jose Luis Flores brings decades of restaurant experience to the table, and he applies the precision of pastry making to Mexican baking. His standout creation is a sourdough conchas that relies on a starter he has nurtured for 6 full years. The result is a conchas with a sweet, crackly cookie topping that is tangy, masterfully baked, and springs back with every bite. Richardson points out that if you're inspired to try the recipe yourself, a home-friendly conchas recipe from PodGen is available for you to follow. The episode invites you to watch the full video right below this description or over on YouTube, and it promises that more odes to little treats across New York City are on the way. You can also keep up with New York Times cooking on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest for regular updates, recipe suggestions, cooking tips, and shopping advice. That's a quick look at why Masa Madre's conchas is being called the most unforgettable in the city. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next episode. The concept behind A Little Treat with Nikita Richardson is simple yet powerful. Find those everyday delights that require no planning, cost very little, and instantly lift your mood. The food team's exhaustive search produced 46 candidates, a number that could easily be doubled or tripled given the sheer variety of neighborhoods and cultures across the 5 boroughs. By turning those finds into a video series, the Times gives viewers a virtual tour of the city's hidden gems, starting with Masa Madre in Sunnyside, Queens. Chef Jose Luis Flores, whose career spans decades in professional kitchens, brings the rigor of classical pastry training to the world of Mexican sweetbreads. His 6-year-old sourdough starter is the heart of the conchas, imparting a gentle acidity that balances the sweet, buttery cookie crust. When you bite into one, the crust cracks cleanly, revealing a soft, airy interior that springs back, a texture that Richardson describes as both tangy and masterfully baked. For home cooks eager to replicate the experience, a conchas recipe from celebrated chef PodGen is provided, making the treat accessible beyond the bakery's doors. The episode concludes by directing viewers to the full video below or on YouTube, and teases future installments that will continue celebrating the city's little treats. You can also follow New York Times cooking across Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest for ongoing recipe ideas, cooking tips, and shopping guidance. That wraps up our look at why Masa Madre's conchas earns the title of New York's most unforgettable. Thanks for listening.